Spoiler warning. This video contains a lot of spoilers because we are going to get in depth of the ending of Kantara Chapter 1. So, if you have not seen it, I would really suggest you to go through both the movies, enjoy it, and come back to this video. Let's get into video. As we all know, Kantara Chapter 1 has a beautiful ending which was really surprising for many of us. But before I get into the ending of Kantara Chapter 1, I would like to quickly brief you about few of the Daivas who play major character in both the movies. Both the Daivas that I am talking about is Panjurli Deva and Guliga Deva. So, for the people who do not know the lore behind the Daivas, let's get into a quick refresher. Let's start with Panjurli Deva. So, Panjurli Deva is basically a wild boar. The lore is Parvati Devi found a baby wild boar with his dead mother in the forest and felt really sad. So, she took the wild boar with her to the Kailasa. In the start, everything looked good, but as the boar started growing, he started destroying a lot of plants and forests and a lot of surroundings in Kailasa. Obviously, this angered Lord Shiva a lot, due to which he sent the wild boar to earth to protect the harvest and purity and sanctity of the area and keep it pure for the people. This was the lore behind Lord Panjurli. Let's get into the lore for Guliga Deva. This is a complete different side of it, where once Parvati Devi found a hard rock in ashes of Mahadev, and when she took it in her hands, Guliga Deva appeared. He was a really ferocious and a hungry Deva who started eating whatever was there, which really angered the gods because of the furiousness that he was performing. This is when Lord Vishnu offered his small finger to satiate the hunger of Guliga Deva, and by the miracle of it, it did, and it really calmed Guliga Deva down. This is when Lord Shiva sent Guliga Deva down to earth to protect the people and the forest as a Kshetrapal, as a protector. This duo, Lord Panjurli and Guliga, are a duo who protect the forest and the people and any wrongdoing. So this was a quick refresher on the two main Daivas or characters. So let's start discussing the ending of the chapter 1, which is really mind-blowing. So to the people who have seen the ending of Kantara chapter 1, I was surprised before the ending when there is a shift in the villain of the movie. From the trailer, we saw that Gulshan Devaya was the villain, but I was really mesmerized and surprised when the whole context shifted to the princess of that place. And I was like, I didn't even expect this twist. We saw how Gulshan Devaya died and the way that was choreographed and performed by Rishab Shetty. Oh my god. I had really gone crazy when the person who was describing Lord Guliga in various different avatars just started giving the descriptions. Oh my god. Then we knew that Gulshan Devaya dies, the character of Gulshan Devaya, and his father gets up, he then lights the fire for his cremation and everything, and then the tonality shifts. I was like, hold on, is the movie going to end at this note where the people of Kantara and the people or the kingdom come together to stay peacefully? But then there was that big surprise which really caught me off guard, the change of the villain. And then we know they start fighting, the war erupts and everything. For me, the most amazing climax or last 20 minutes of the scene was when Bermay goes into the well and through the caves and we see the Brahma Rakshas. Many people say it's a Brahma Rakshas. I feel it was Nandi, the carrier of Shiva, or should I say the vehicle of Shiva. Many people on internet are, what should I say, a bit dissatisfied with the VFX part of it, but you have to understand they did everything in a budget of 120 to 150 crores, and that big cinema is not a small thing. So let's not get into technicalities. And yeah, we see Nandi and Bermay starts fighting Nandi because, and this is a assumption that I'm doing, is I think Nandi took Bermay as some foreigner who is trying to disrupt the Lord Shiva's linga in that particular moment. And that's why they start fighting, thinking that both of them are fighting with each other. And the biggest reveal and the surprising mass moment is when Bermay holds the Trishul of Shiva and gets that halo in his eyes, saying that he is the divine. And that's where Nandi also bows down to him. And it was, man, I don't say it's a cinema, it's a real goosebump feeling for us who really connect to it. So yeah, we see that halo, we see Bermay having the Trishula in his hand, and cut to the battlefield where both the princess and her father are trying to fight everyone, and there is a huge meteorite kind of a thing hitting them. Oh man, I love those 20 minutes. I can't even fathom and tell you how lovely was it. And when we see the tiger approaching them and killing them, oh man, that's too good. And that's where we see Bermay getting into the battlefield. And as soon as he is in that form of Lord Guliga and going towards the king to kill him, the princess gets in between and tells him that you can't lay hands or fingers on a woman. And that was a shocking thing. But when I summarize the whole thing, it feels like they are trying to set it up the whole time, where Berme tries to throw the arrow or shoot the arrow towards the princess, but it's not to the princess, it's towards the princess. It's kind of continuously been shown throughout the film that you can't touch a woman or beat a woman. So that's like a callback to that specific thing, and it was lovely again. And we see Guliga Deva shout at her on being such arrogant. And the biggest shocker for any Kannadiga was in this specific moment when we see mentioning Chamundi Devi. For the people who don't know, we have a specific Chamundi Devi betta in Mysuru where people pray to this goddess. And I was shocked when that was mentioned. I mean, oh man, Rishab Shetty is a genius when it comes to these kind of things. And then we see the transformation. I mean, oh man, what a transformation. Using the ashes for the kajal, using the blood for the sindoor, and the complete transformation from Guliga Deva to Chamundi Devi. Oh my god. It's such a beautiful take, I could say. And then there is a fight, and it's obviously one-sided. Few people are complaining, saying that it was too easy, you could have prolonged it. But when thinking practically, you have to understand it's a god versus a mere human. Yeah, you could say that the human was able to capture the god, but you have to understand what level of power a god could have. That's why the war ended so quickly. And I mean, I couldn't even imagine how good I felt when I it's wrong to say, but when the princess was killed. Oh man, it felt good. Comic Verse, Mohit Yodha from Comic Verse, pointed out one specific thing which I was really, shocked by the way of him analyzing it. Is he said that the Rishabh Shetty has analyzed it so well that a man breathes in a different way when compared to a woman, and that's seen when there is a transformation between Lord Guliga to Chamundi Devi. And obviously there are leaks of it, and I checked and it was there. I mean, oh man, Rishabh Shetty is a genius in getting these smaller details, and it felt really good. So at the end we see the performance of Lord Panjurli and Guliga Deva, and then we come back to most recent part where they start the story, and they give us the hint for the next movie, obviously, where we will get to know what happened to the well, how was it closed, why was it closed, and everything, which I am really excited to. And I know it's going to take time, around 2 to 3 years again, but similar to this part. But I thoroughly loved the whole experience of this movie, and especially the last 20 minutes. Such a beautiful experience. I really thoroughly loved it. And this was the video explaining what really happened and why, for the people who didn't get the context. And ooh, I am still awestruck by it. I'm definitely going to show it once again. Are you going to check it out after the whole explanation? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. And how did you like Kantara and Kantara Chapter 1 both? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll meet you in my next video with something new.